Got some audience submissions again, and hopefully I don't get the same amount of flack and abuse from last week because I read out someone's name wrong. First one comes from Walker. ASG, let me paint you a picture. I'm standing in line for coffee, 8 a.m. on the nose, half awake, caffeine levels on the floor, burnt out from too much work, won't stop me from arriving at the office on time. Simply trying to survive the week, and in front of me is someone trying to decide if they want oat milk or almond milk, caramel or hazelnut syrups, and which extinct animal to mix the damn thing. If you don't know what you want to order, get out of the line until you do, or throw some black coffee in a cup, go to a station on the side, and fill in the blanks in your own damn time. I haven't had enough sleep for this. I said before,
feel that pain.
I said before, I think he's in New York, because this sounds like a New York annoyance, really does.
Yeah, I mean, ice cream is the thing that people get to the front and want to do like 15 different tests. Like, you're going to pick vanilla just to speed things up. There's a giant line behind you. I mean, I used to live in London for a couple of years, and one of the things that really bothered me was people who were like really pushing to try and get onto the tube, and the second they stepped on, they would just stop to look around to see if they're like where the best seat was. Like, you were just in that situation, right? Panicking to try and get on and like pushing people in front of you, and now you're the cause of the problem behind you. Yeah, it drives me nuts.
I love those like dessert bar things, like the place where you can get all sorts in one wee tub. They're great. Whenever I'm hungover, they're the best thing in the world. The problem with them is there's too many options, and I am stuck always at the very back of the line for about half an hour because there's a big family in front of me, and every single one of them wants something different. They want different colors. They're like, put something in. They're like, can you take that back out again? Like, it drives me insane. Like, I don't know, maybe if we're all just too indecisive nowadays, but I'm fully on Walker's side here, honestly. I think he was a bit too lenient with that. He could have said far more. Sam says, loud phone users. People who need their phone volumes at 100 to hear the keyboard sounds to make sure they're actually typing a message are actually going to drive me to alcoholism. Worst type of people, followed closely by the people who make phone calls in public on speaker. If I wanted to hear your phone call, I'd fucking call you myself.
I don't know when we started using phones wrong. I see a lot of people just holding them like walkie-talkies. What are you doing? Like, we've been using phones for a very long time. You put it to your ear and the microphone's right there. Like, I don't understand how we... There's a gym around the corner I go to, and sometimes in the morning people will just have their own speaker that they brought in, and they just have their music on really loud. You can put headphones in and listen to your music as loud as you want, and no one else has to hear it.
People that go on their phone with AirPods in, but they put their phone back in their pocket. So they're just walking through, talking very loudly, shouting, laughing. And you're like, just like, if I'm walking past them just like on the way home from work or something, I have no idea why like they're not talking to me. So I'm looking around constantly. I'm in a state of paranoia all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who jog around here who are shouting on their phones. Like, who is on the other side of this?
A few now that I've ran past, and they're talking on the phone to someone about the run they're on. So they'll shout out their pace, what their heart rate is and stuff. And I like run past them like a park or something and look around. Like, there's so many people here running. We do not care about what your heart rate is, to be honest. Like, unless it's something that we need you to like to give you urgent attention to, keep it to yourself. So like seriously.
Yeah, there was a comedian, like a British comedian I saw. He posted something like that. It was like a hobby runner who just turns up at someone's door and tells them what their heart rate is and what the incline was. Like, I don't care. Why are you doing this?
There's like a group of guys, can't remember their names now, but one like they keep putting up like them just in crowded places and like people pushing past them or like sitting in their seat and stuff. And they have on the caption like, does this person know I can run a like 5:55 mile or something like that? And I just keep looking at it, like, if you've made it that much your personality, like, you may as well just go hang out with runners and no one else, like hibernate from society. What is the point in you being out in the wild?
We have a group of people around here. It's a pretty quiet neighborhood generally, but people will drive by with like ridiculous popping exhausts. I'm like, who is this for? I don't know. There's like a small group of people who think this cool. Everyone else hates it.
Everyone hates them. I'm going to say his full name because he's been pestering me on Twitter for a long time and he deserves it. Kingston Shapey says, deliveries. You know where I live. We won't mention it, but you know where it is. I ordered a blender about 3 weeks ago, and by the grace of God, it's still in transit. The tracking number says, could be delayed due to weather conditions. I'm not being funny, but we've had the hottest summer in years. Is my delivery driver off surfing or something? Never mind delays. Why are they training people to throw the package as hard as possible at the door? Because swear to God, Pat Mahomes delivered my parcel a few weeks ago. Swear I expect this blender to fly into my kitchen through the front window and set itself up at this point. If it ever comes, that is, it's a problem. I don't know what it's like in the US, but in Ireland, I know delivery drivers are nasty piece of work at the moment. I don't know who is over these people, but they're like, we're not far away, honestly, from them just standing at the end of the road and booting it towards your house and hoping for the best. Like, they don't even open gates anymore. They just throw it over and hope you can come out and get it. Like, is it the same in America? Because that
I mean, around here, it's a weird mix of like 4 different companies. And I've definitely had where they just kind of stick something on the door. Like we tried. I definitely remember in the UK getting my visa for the US getting delivered. And I remember I had to go to the embassy and go through all of that process. And you pay for some special secure delivery company to come and deliver your passport back to you. And I expected it to be a guy in a uniform to come out, and it was just some guy in like a old Nova, like delivering pizzas, I think, and just came and just kind of threw my passport down.
the ones in England and Ireland are so bad. Like, you grew up in the UK, so you'll remember. I don't know what it's called in England. In Ireland, it's called knick knocking, but it might be called like ding dong ditch or something. You just knock the door and run away. Do you remember that game? I swear these delivery drivers are doing that now, because like they're coming to the door, knocking it, and before you can even turn around and hear the sound, they're off. They're off to the door. They're off away. Like, we sign, tried, you missed it, you were too late, you should have got up quicker. Like, anyone is listening that doesn't know the game I'm talking about, you literally go up to a door, knock it, and run as fast as you can. That's genuinely what they're doing to me at the minute, and it's boiling my blood.
Especially when people have ring cams and things, and you see them do it.
It's not even like they're waiting that long. Like, I'll be at the other side of my apartment. It's not that big of an apartment. By the time I get there, it's only a few seconds, and they're gone. They're in the van already, and they've drove off. Like, imagine like coming downstairs. You're gonna have to just open the window and scream out, like, stand there a second, I come down.
Yeah, I've not seen it as much in the US. I definitely remember certain companies in the UK where when you see it appear on your tracking, like you've been tracked with on track, it's like, oh, okay, like it's just going to get launched.
Just fired somewhere in about 4 pieces, and they say, "Well, you should have came to the door quicker." Like, it's not our fault. Oh, they're horrible.